Hey guys, I'm Joe Grizz. We're out here in sunny Georgia in late spring and it's hot. And we're gonna talk about the 5 things that you need to survive in the wilderness. Number 1, a proper bushcraft knife. This is a Scandi ground knife. It's full tang, so it's nice and strong. It's gonna be perfect for doing those bushcraft tasks and cleaning game. It's got a sharp spine for scraping on the back. That's what you want. Fire steel is a super important part of your knife system. It's gonna help you get a fire going when it's freezing cold outside. When you're lighting a fire with a fire steel, you always pull away from the knife, and this knife has a sharp back, so it'll throw sparks. Number 2, a proper pot with a handle. You can hang this over your fire, boil all your water, and you don't have to make many trips to your water source. Number 3, the camping saw. Don't leave home without it. This guy is gonna help you cut all the right angles in your wood for your shelter and gather firewood. Kind of important. Number 4, guys, for me, it's my bow. And this guy is gonna help you put small game on the table. You can hunt rabbits, squirrels, deer, pigs, everything for the roundabout. Pretty nice little group. You know, it's funny, one of them went all the way through. That's how you know you're doing good. See, the cool thing about longbows is that you can't do this stuff with a compound. You need a target. It's made out of a special foam. With these longbows, you can literally just go shoot them into a stump. Like, how much fun is that? That's way better. Let's step back a little bit. Stretch it out, what do you think? Now, this is a much more realistic shot. It's about 20 yards. Let's see how many of these I can hit the stump with. Don't judge me, Ethan. Dead deer. And Hayes was saying that I can't shoot the bow. Come on, Hayes. Maybe I can win a bet if I get Hayes out in my part of the woods, huh? You go out there on a boat with him, and next thing you know, you got to get a damn tattoo. Lord, here we are. Here we are. Not the best group in the world, but could be worse. I think we take out a couple of them, it wouldn't be too bad. Uh-oh, that one's in there. Score. This is stump hunting right here, and I got a good one. Those are my first shots with this longbow in 3 months, and I'll take it. So we're tracking down some muscadine vine right now. We're gonna use it as cordage for a pot hanger. Oh, look what I found. Here's some good vine for us right here. You can use this vine, these grapevines, these muscadine grapevines, for all kinds of cordage. For your shelter, for your pack, fixing things. You can make belt out of it if you need to. You can make crawfish traps, you can weave with it, make baskets out of it. It's awesome cordage, and it grows everywhere. And this just happens to be a big piece up in the tree here. If I can. It's very strong. Come on, you're strong. I'm just like, this does great cordage. I know, I don't think I can get this one. We'll find another one. That one won the fight. Oh yeah, this won't come out. I think. I am just gonna cut it. This is really thick vine. Oh, right in the knot. There we go. If you got a thick vine, you can split it down. You can make some thinner sections out of it. Sometimes it's better to have a flat piece if you're tying things together like a raised bed or a tripod. This stuff splits fairly easy. You just take the thicker side and you pull it away from you as you go. Mm-hmm. Now that this is stripped in half, when you're going over wood, you can get a really good purchase when you're tying logs together this way. This stuff is very malleable. This is really something that you'd want to do with a hatchet, but I didn't bring one out. Sometimes you can only pick 5 things, so we're gonna make do and sharpen these edges on our tripod with our knife. We're just doing this so that the base doesn't slip out too easily and walk away from us. We got the pot hung on there. All right, now that we got 3 sticks for the pot hanger and we got our grapevine cordage, we're just gonna tie this thing up and get ready for it. Pretty good. I think the only thing I want to do here is get this balanced down. We could loop it back up and we could hang our pot there and vary it like that. So we wrap this muscadine vine around the tops of these 3 sticks and do a half hitch to kind of pull everything nice and tight. One easy way to get your pot hanging is to loop it back around the pot and then up through the knot here. If you don't want to cut a separate stick for notches on this thing, and this is quick and dirty, this is the way to do it. This piece of cordage is going to help us change how high we want the pot, or how low we want it on the fire. And this is the perfect setup for boiling water. I got some tinder for the fire. We're gonna make a couple feather sticks and we're gonna start boiling our water. Okay. So we found some dry oak here. I'm just gonna split these in half, baton them with my knife, and we'll go from there. So what we're trying to do here is get these nice curly shavings, light, easy shavings off this oak, and those are going to light from our fire steel real easy and help us get a fire going. And this works even if the wood's wet, because wood's usually dry in the middle. You want to have a variety. You want to have some nice thin ones, and you want to have some thick ones on a couple of different sticks. And what that's going to do, it's going to make it easy for you to get the fire lit, and it's going to make it easy for you to keep the fire going. Nice. If you're getting into wood that's not wanting to feather stick, just remember that you can cut a bunch of big shavings out of it and lay them on. So grab that knife on the back side of your knee like this, grab your wood, and we're just going to pull through some big chunks off of that. If you got a whole bunch of wet wood, these big old feathers really come in handy when you get your fire going. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Almost got it. Yep, there it is. So we're just gonna get the fire going up that stick right there. Turn it upside down. There it goes. Just like that. Now, if you've done all this correctly, your fire should not really be smoking. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna walk our pot holder right over the top of our fire like that. And look how easy that is. This thing will sit here and boil or cook while you're out hunting and looking for food. Boiling is the best way to sanitize your water in the wilderness. You can boil any water as long as it doesn't have salt in it and drink it. If Hayes and I had had a pot with a hanger on it out in the swamp, life would have been a lot easier for us. All right, guys, I think it's boiling. This thing's hot. Let's check it out. Oh, yeah. There's plenty of steam coming out of there. We definitely got a couple cups of drinking water. So what did that take, like 3 minutes, and we're boiling water? Come on, guys. This thing could boil an entire pot in just no time. So now that you have a way to sterilize water, you have one of the most important parts of survival. Okay, let's see what we can do with this parachute next. So I survived 74 days with a bunch of parachutes in the wilderness, and I got pretty good with these things with everything I had to do with them. Today, I'm gonna show you guys how to make the most comfortable chair you've ever sat in the woods. Believe it or not, with a parachute. Okay. So as you can see, this was one of the many parachutes that we got in the swamp because it says Feastables on it. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy just keeping us nice and comfortable out there. Got to do a little prep to our parachute here. Yeah, I don't think Jimmy realized how comfortable I was gonna be once I got resourceful with these parachutes. And this cordage on the parachutes could be used for 100 different things. We use it to build our shelter. We use it to make tools and traps. It's really high quality and holds a lot of weight. We're just gonna fold up our corners nice and tight, keeping all the straps on the outside here. And then we're gonna take our 2 strands and we're gonna work them into a double half hitch coming out the back. I love knots. That's where Hayes and I differ. I may have to show you guys a couple knot videos in the future. I love knots. Hayes, not so much. All right, we'll do the same thing the other side. All right. And get them nice and tight around. And we're gonna do just a double half hitch. Almost. Zoop. Zoop. All right, there we go. The harder you sit in this thing, the tighter it gets. All right, you ready? All right, let me tie it up to the tree. All right. Let's see. This is just the seated chair is what this is. I tied off on the tree and I'm just gonna secure it with a bite right here. Just like that. And then we'll push that up, give that a good tug, snug everything up. That's it for that side. Here. Ethan, you can try it first. You'll be the guinea pig? Okay, cool. Just in case. Okay. Yeah, just in case, you know. Okay, because they snug up. Testing. We're good. It's a hot, nasty day in Georgia. You've been sweating and looking for food and striking out, and the only thing you want to do is relax and get away from the mosquitoes. What do you need? A parachute. Maybe if you look up, one will fall from the sky with $10,000 in it. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, guys, there's a lot of things you can do in the woods that are important to save energy and save calories. Here we are. It's something they didn't show in the video was the real purpose of the chair, and that is a jimmy trap. It seems innocent enough as a parachute chair and really comfortable, but if you get in the middle of it, you can't get out on your own. You can't do it. You're stuck. Ethan, I think you should demonstrate. Yeah, just like, you know, imagine that it's just a hammock and you're gonna sit in the hammock, just pull one of those straps under you. Yep. Yeah. Help! Help! How do you get out of here? It's a full jimmy trap. There's no escaping it. There's no escaping it. If you're ever trying to kidnap a billionaire. I think I'm gonna need you to help me out of here. All right, hold on. We better help Ethan. Hold on. Okay. Careful. Are you okay? That's a trap. Dude, you can't get out. So we got the chair figured out and it's awesome. Now I'm gonna show you how to make a shelter out of this thing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna guy these backs out. And the way you do it is we'll just tie a clove hitch onto a pinch of the tarp. So that's 2 loops back to back. Tarp goes through, and then we can pinch that knot just like that. And now we can grab it and we can pull the parachute out to guy it out. Oops, here. We'll do the same thing on the other side. You know, we were out in the swamp. We just had to get really creative about how to use everything. And everything needed more than one purpose. So, you know, this is just kind of me being creative and passing that on. Yeah, the multi-purpose. You can use any sticks or anything dead you find on the ground for a stake. Just got to sharpen it. You're ready. It's about right here. It looks good. The only other thing we need to do is kind of pop up the inside, and now we got ourselves a little lean-to. So in order to do that, I'm just gonna get a couple more sticks. Here's one, here's two. Perfect, all right. Shelter is the most important thing that you need to survive in the wilderness. And even using something like a parachute, as weird as this looks, will keep you dry in the rain. You know, I mean, it's pretty cozy. I might just take a little nap over here. If we'd had that fire set up with the pot hanger right here, that would have been great. So this will absolutely work in a pinch until you can get your debris hut or until you have a tarp to make a proper shelter out of. So guys, I'm gonna dismantle our shelter real quick and we're gonna set this thing up to collect some rainwater. Rainwater is always a better water source. Yep, we're gonna tie it off wide, open up all these flaps. So parachutes have this dome cut to them like this, and you can see this guy is gonna be amazing at collecting rainwater. All of these pieces of the parachute will start filling up with water, and you wanna have it off the ground a little bit like this. Clear out all the spiky sticks out from under it, because when this starts taking on water, it's gonna go down to the ground and weigh itself down and touch the ground. But with something like this, you could easily collect 20, 30 gallons of water in a good rainstorm. So this is an awesome use if you're having a hard time finding water. So those are 3 great things to do with a parachute if you find yourself in the woods with one. Well, that's it for today, guys. Remember, when you leave in the woods, make it cleaner than how you found it. We'll see you in the next one.